Hello, and finally welcome back to the channel. My name's Alex. I want to apologise for not posting any videos for probably now pushing 3 months. This video was basically going to be me replacing the dash in the Peugeot, which I started months ago, and then work got in the way a little bit, but then unfortunately about a month or more ago now, maybe 2 months, my dad passed away suddenly, so I didn't really feel like doing any videos, as you can imagine. But you know, my dad used to like watching the videos and I really wanted to keep it going, so I thought it's about time I started doing another one. We're going to kind of go back in time to, I'll show you what I did film, and then I'll show you where we are now, because I carried on doing a bit but just didn't really feel up to filming anything. So yeah, we'll get straight into it and let's make a start on removing the dash. Okay, so this is our new dash. Some sort of screws that have got to come out. Center console out by the looks of it. I think we'll start by getting the steering wheel airbag out, because the steering wheel's got to come off anyway. So now, just from other videos I'd watched, I thought I'd be able to get into it here, unless I have to unscrew this, but I'm just not sure whether there is a clip on the inside here or not. Don't think there is. Maybe if I get this unscrewed and out the way first, that might help. This may just hold the buttons in, but well, I didn't think I'd come to a stumbling block this soon. I cannot see how that has been held in. Okay, so I did a quick Google, and there is, I don't know if you can see that on the mic, on the camera, sorry. I'll just come in. So there's supposed to be holes there, but there isn't actually a hole. I've just poked something through it. I think it's more of a guide, which is what I was looking for. Now apparently, if you poke it through there, you should be able to release the clip, but I'm struggling to do that. Okay, so it worked. So you have to actually make your own hole, which is a bit weird. You feel like you're damaging something. It's not easy to find the actual clip. Okay, we got there in the end. Very weird, that is. So you can just see in here, you can see, if I zoom in a bit, my screwdriver come in there and it pushes that metal clip over, which obviously frees it from, well, I'll show you on this one. It frees it from those plastic clips. So yeah, that's a bit weird. So I don't know where that's actually come from. Oh. It's supposed to be in the top corner there. So that should be on there, but that's obviously broken off when the airbag's gone off, so. These clips aren't easy to get out. So I don't know if this clip has melted when the airbag's gone off, but it does not want to come out. It's not ideal. Yeah, it looks like it's melted there. We'll sort that when we come to swap it out, I think. Okay. So steering wheel's got to come off. I think probably the seats will have to come off at some point. Well, I assume the steering wheel's got to come off. Yeah, to get the whole dash over the top of it, that's got to come off. That was meant to hold the steering wheel in place to stop it hitting me in the face. I actually cut my lip. And what a dope. I think remembering where each screw goes, the correct size, is probably the hardest part. Got a little single plug there with a clip in it. So I assume we've got to pop this clip out. Don't quite know how far it comes out, but all the way by the looks of it. Okay, so we've got another little clip, plastic one that's got to be pushed in there. Some of these clips are ridiculously hard to get out. Okay. Screen out. Okay, so we've got the plastics of the center console out. I thought I would stop filming, because it's probably a little bit boring to watch the whole process. But that's now out. Just got to take this out, and then I think behind here there's some more screws, so that's got to come out. Then we can take this out, and then we can start undoing some screws around here, then this side. So we're getting there slowly. So that needed to come out as well. Good job that come off, rather than me trying to prise that off and break it. So then this should pop out now. That reveals more screws again. Now I don't know if this is a cover here. Okay, so we need to take the seats out. Another fun job. That's allowed us to access these ringer bolts here. I guess we'll have to do the same the other side. It'll give me a good opportunity to hoover inside here as well, because it's pretty dirty in here. So if I manage to get every bolt back in its original place, it'll be a miracle, I think. Now I don't know if that is going to go over the top of the stalks. I have a feeling it's not. So that will probably have to come off, but we'll get this top part of the dash out first. Well, we'll attempt to anyway. Not sure what that module does. This is the bit I'm least looking forward to because I don't want to break anything. I assume behind there's going to be some screws, but I've got to get them out first. There we go. Can't believe how many components there are. So I think that's everything from this side now. Potentially there's some screws underneath the air vents in there, but I think I need to get round the other side now and do the same there. Okay, so we've got the seat out. Just need to try and get all of this off now. I have no idea where to start. Not sure what that is. Next base. I'll do a quick Google of that because I'm not sure what that is. So it looks like it was a dash cam. Ah. Yeah, so it had a dash cam in it. So up here is the stuff for the dash cam, but obviously none of that is with it. So that'll just be redundant now. I'll have to just hide those wires out of the way. Looks like it was a fairly good one. Okay, that's that out. Okay, so I've been struggling for the past few hours now, and I think we're finally there. So everything seems to be loose now, so I'm going to attempt to pull it out. It looks like maybe there's still something else holding it in. I just can't think what else can be holding it now. It's starting to get on my nerves. I can't think what could be left. It feels like there's something still in the middle holding it, but I cannot find any more bolts. I think this would be a lot easier if the windscreen wasn't in, and maybe that's the issue. Or maybe if these cards here are right. Keys. Almost there. Just got to take the indicator and wiper stalk off, I think, and then it should come out. Okay, so we've got that off. I'm hoping now that that is it. Still more connectors. Well, that has to be one of the worst jobs I've ever had to do. So, now we've got to get that one back in and remember where all the wires go. This should be fun. Okay, so we're back. I downed tools after 5 hours of pulling the dash out on Saturday. I'm back now, evening after work, and I'm going to make an attempt at putting it all back together, or putting part of it back together anyway. We'll spend a few hours on it. First thing I've got to do is put this new plug onto the passenger side airbag wire, replace the plug as the old one had burnt when the airbag went off. So we're going to look at soldering that on. I'm not sure if I can just change the pins actually, but we'll have a look and see what we can do first. So this is the plug with the 2 pins now. Let's take this apart, see what's actually in there first. very delicate plug. See, I've broken that straight away, just even pulling those two clips off. So I think that's going to be a no-go. I think I will be best to just replace the wire. So I'm going to cut it off to join and solder a new one on, I think. You can see on the video how, I don't know if I showed that previously, but you can see it's badly damaged. Okay, so I've exposed that, got the black tape off, got this one ready. We got some heat shrink for each one. We're a bit low on gas, so we'll get some gas first. I usually have a little tool that holds them together, but I seem to have lost it. I have a feeling the heat shrink that I've put on is too big. It will do. Oh, that's not what Okay, so we'll just put a bit more of this tape over again, and then it should be as good as new. I'm sure it's not up to everyone's standards, but Okay, so that's that. I'm sure that will be fine. I'm happy enough with that anyway. So now we can start to put it back together. I've got a wire just up there. I've got to remember to put that back through the hole because I don't think I'll get to it. That, I can't even remember where it came from, which is handy. And that's got to go at the very back as well. Where did that one come from? I guess we'll find out when something doesn't work. Well, let's get the dash in anyway and see where we are. I wonder if it's going to be easier if that's pulled out. But whether I'll get that back in afterwards, I should do. Whatever's that? Why do they have a clip holding that in? That's really weird. I suppose it's so the curtain airbag doesn't blow it off in your face, I guess. Yeah, I think that's going to be easier if that's left in. Let's try it without taking that out. Yes, I really do think it's going to be easier if this is off, because that's what seems to be holding me up. What was that? I think we're pretty much in at that, thankfully. It's just going to be a case of jigging it about a little bit now just to make sure it's fully down. So yeah, I will put a few screws in that back in and then we'll come back, just so I don't want to make it too boring. Okay, so we've got the dash in, as you can see there. It's all at the back solid. I haven't put some of these screws in yet, so the bottom part and here is still loose. That wire up there was an absolute nightmare. I had to take the dash out again, put a cable tie around it, thread it up through to be able to hold it in place. Yeah, that really was hard work, but we got there. I am literally cut to bits from the metal parts inside under the dash where you got to reach in. It has just shredded me. It did when I took it out, but I thought it might be a bit better putting it in. But yeah, I'm fairly happy now. But it's 8 o'clock now in the evening. I'm going home for some tea. I have a 4 a.m. start, so at least I can go away happy that it's pretty much in. Hopefully all the cables are in the right place, and yeah, it'll just be a case of screwing things in and reconnecting and then hoping it all works. So next time you see me will possibly be tomorrow evening, but it's just when I can find the time to come back next. Okay, so we're back to present day now. We're in September and this is where we are. So the dash is in. I have to be honest, what a horrendous job to do. It's not so much doing it. Remembering where things go was, especially after leaving it for a few months, was a little bit difficult. But the worst part is trying to get your hands in places to get bolts out. Like, just, yeah, it was a nightmare to be honest. But we're near enough there. I haven't put the steering wheel airbag back in yet. But everything else is in. I've left the seats out because I want to give it a good clean before I put it all back in. But what I'm going to do today is start doing the seat belts, driver and passenger seat belts, and then we might get onto the rear seat belts as well because all of them are locked out. Okay, so I've already got this lower panel off. I'm sorry it's a little bit dark in here. My workshop is not the brightest, as you can see, so I'm working with a floodlight. We're going to get this top cover off now, or top panel off, which is actually screwed in. I thought that was just in there with push fittings, but it's not, so we'll just get tools. Typically there's a screw there. Why would there be a screw there? Now, I kind of hope that these haven't burnt, because I've had that with the other plugs so far, where they melt. But let's get that plug out and have a look. Okay, so we've pulled that out. Yes, ideal. So that's not burnt at all. I don't know. I assume all of this part, it comes with a replacement seat belt. Let's have a look what we've got. Okay, so the new one has got that on, but the old one has got that on, which is a bit strange. unless I've got the wrong ones there. Ah, okay. Got the wrong one. That's good. I was getting a bit worried then. Okay, that one works. Let's get that old belt out of the way. Puts that in, so we'll get the panels back on and then we can do the other side. Okay, so we now got both seat belts in. Haven't yet done the rear passenger side. I'll do those at some point. What I really need to do now is start getting these bits ready for paint. So not sure if I'd mentioned already, but I got a replacement door. Yes, this one potentially could have been repaired, but my opinion is it's because of the amount of folding in it, it's a little bit too far gone. So rightly or wrongly, I bought a new door. It does eat into profits, but there you go. What I need to do now is get this door stripped, ready for paint. So that's the next job. Okay, so just got to get the window out now. Now I've done windows before, but it's been a long time. I think there's a bolt on the inside that holds them onto the winder, but I can't remember. So I broke the clip, so it's not meant to twist, that's for sure. I think it's meant to pull out. Yes, meant to pull out. Good job I've got another door, isn't it? Okay, we'll put that somewhere safe. Okay, so that's the door ready for paint. We've got to now strip all this back off. I never did fit the bonnet, but I don't really need to. That's just ready, wrapped up, ready to go to the paint shop. So I get the wing and bumper off, and then the door, bonnet, bumper and wing can all go to paint. But you've seen me fit that, and you'll see me fit the white one back on once it's come back from paint, so I don't think you need to see that. So I'll call it an end of this video, and again, I'm sorry for the delay, but hopefully everyone understands that I didn't really feel like doing any videos. Still not really feeling like it much, but I wanted to get this one out there, then I can carry on with rebuilding the car. So hopefully you'll join me next time, and hopefully it won't be so long this time. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and always interested to hear your comments. One thing, I did finally sell the Ford Cougar. Again, it kind of happened during what was going on with me, and I just wanted to get the car gone. So I ended up taking a loss, or well, I say take a loss, I probably broke even. I sold it for 11.5. I can't remember without looking back now what the total cost was. I think it was about 11.8. I'd have to look back, but yeah, it was my first car. I think what was actually putting people off was that it actually had 4 owners, which again, you live and learn. I didn't really look into that when I bought the car, but you know, with a car with 15,000 miles on it with 4 owners, people were wondering, well, why? But the car was perfect. There was nothing wrong with it. The people who bought it were happy. I've heard nothing to tell me otherwise. So yeah, just glad to get that one gone, and then hopefully we can look at another project. So thanks again, and hopefully you'll join me next time. Cheers.